Hello, it gives me a lot of pleasure to meet you in this new English lesson on أونروا TV. I wish you good time, full of joy and benefit. There are many ways to talk about the present. In our lesson today, we are going to talk about the present simple tense. First of all, we are going to read a text about animal language. Let's read the text together. To show happiness, sadness, or other feelings, people normally use speech to communicate, while animals have their own language. Monkeys show their teeth when they are angry, and they hug to show care. A dog barks to tell you something. You usually know if it is angry or it wants you to feed it. Giraffes rub necks to show friendship. Mother giraffes sometimes use whistles to warn or call their young. Elephants hold trunks when they meet friends. Elephant families separate only by death or capture. When a bee finds food, it dances with other bees. The dance tells the others how far away the food is, in which direction they must fly. Some animals communicate over a long distance. Whales make sounds which travel through the seas hundreds of kilometers to other whales. Now, dear students, let's read the text once again. To show happiness, sadness, or other feelings, people normally use speech to communicate, while animals have their own language. Monkeys show their teeth when they are angry, and they hug to show care. A dog barks to tell you something. You usually know if it is angry or it wants you to feed it. Giraffes rub necks to show friendship. Mother giraffes sometimes use whistles to warn or call their young. Elephants hold trunks when they meet friends. Elephant families separate only by death or capture. When a bee finds food, it dances with other bees. The dance tells the others how far away the food is, in which direction they must fly. Some animals communicate over a long distance. Whales make sounds which travel through the seas hundreds of kilometers to other whales. After we have read the text twice, let's go through some questions. What do monkeys do to show care? Let's go to the text to find the answer. Look, they hug to show care. They hug to show care. So, our question once again, what do monkeys do to show care? Can you find an answer to this question? Very good, you are. They hug to show care. They hug to show care. Let's have another question. Why does a dog bark? Why does a dog bark? Look. A dog barks to tell you something. A dog barks to tell you something. So, our question once again, why does a dog bark? What is your answer? Very good, you are. So, the answer is it barks to tell you something. It barks to tell you something. Another question. Do giraffes rub their necks to fight? Do giraffes rub their necks to fight? Look here. Giraffes rub necks to show friendship. Giraffes rub necks to show friendship. So, what is the answer to our question here? What is your answer? Very good, you are. No, they don't. They rub their necks to show friendship. They rub their necks to show friendship. Once again, another question. What do elephants do when they meet friends? Again, what do elephants do when they meet friends? Let's go back to the text. Elephants hold trunks when they meet friends. Elephants hold trunks when they meet friends. So, what is the answer of our question? Yes, what is your answer? Good. They hold trunks. They hold trunks. Another question. Do bees sing when they find food? Do bees sing when they find food? Let's go back to the text. When a bee finds food, it dances. It dances. So, what is the answer of our question? Do bees sing when they find food? Very good, you are. The answer is no, they don't. They dance. They dance. Let's have another question. How do whales communicate? How do whales communicate? Look here in the text. Whales make sounds. Whales make sounds. So the answer of our question is whales make sounds, or we can say they make sounds. Now, dear students, let's have a look at these examples. A dog barks to tell you something. Now I want you to notice. This is something that the dog did in the past, does now, and will do in the future. So this is a fact, which is always true. And in order to talk about fact, we must use the present simple tense. Let's have another example. Giraffes rub necks to show friendship. This is correct in the past, correct now, and in the future. So this is a fact, which is always true. And again, we use the present simple tense to talk about facts. Let's have a closer look at these sentences. Elephants hold trunks when they meet friends. A bee dances when it finds food. Whales make loud sounds. These all are facts. And because they are facts, we use the present simple tense. So from all these examples, we can conclude that we use the present simple tense to talk about facts, which are always true. The conclusion once again, we use the present simple tense to talk about facts, which are always true. Now, dear students, it's time to have a short break. Stay with us, we will be back. Welcome back. Now, dear students, let's read together these sentences. Granddad usually drinks coffee in the morning. Granddad usually drinks coffee in the morning. Granddad drank coffee yesterday morning. And he drank coffee this morning. And he is going to drink coffee tomorrow morning. So this is habit. This is his habit, which he does regularly. And in order to talk about habits, we use the present simple tense. Let's have another sentence. I visit my grandma every Friday. I visited her last Friday and I'm going to visit her next Friday. So this is a habit, and we use the present simple tense to talk about habit. Another sentence. Hani usually gets up early. This is something he regularly does. Another example. Ghada Samman always writes beautiful poetry. Basim often reads the newspaper. They play football every Friday. Now, we can conclude from these examples that we use the present simple tense to talk about habits we regularly do and for daily routine. Let's read the conclusion once again. We use the present simple tense to talk about habits we regularly do and for daily routine. Now, let's revise together adverb of frequency. Look. Often, always, usually, every, sometimes, and never. Let's read them once again. Often, always, usually, every, sometimes, and never. Now, look, I drink coffee. They drink coffee. We drink coffee and you drink coffee. While with other pronouns, look, he drinks milk. She drinks milk and it drinks milk. Look here, the form. Ali, or we can say he, Hind, or we can say she, the cat, or we can say it, and verb plus s, or look, plays. He plays, she plays, and it plays. Look here. I, Sami and Amal, or we can say they, Sarah and I, or we can say we, and you. They take the base verb or infinitive. So we can say I play, they play, we play, and you play. Now let's practice together how to make a question. Iman listens to music. I want to ask a question. Look, how can we form a question? We begin with do or does according to the subject, then the subject, which is Iman, then the base verb, which is listen, and the rest of the sentence. So our question is, does Iman listen to music? The question once again, does Iman listen to music? Let's form another question. Look, the kids like Mickey Mouse. We must begin with do or does according to the subject. Here we are going to begin with do, then the subject, which is the kids, then the base verb, which is like, and the rest of the sentence. So our question is, do the kids like Mickey Mouse? Do the kids like Mickey Mouse? Another question. I swim in a pool. I swim in a pool. How can we form a question for this sentence? We are going to begin with do or does, then the subject, then the base verb, then the rest of the sentence. So, do you swim in a pool? Do you swim in a pool? So, from all these examples, we can conclude that to make a question in the present simple tense, we are going to use do or does plus the subject plus base verb or infinitive. Once again, the question form in the present simple tense, do or does, subject and base verb. Now, let's form negative sentences. Look, Sarah drinks juice, not coffee. So, we are going to negate the sentence. We are going to begin with the subject, which is Sarah, and we add do or does according to the subject. Here the subject is Sarah, so we need does, then not, then the base verb, which is drink, and the rest of the sentence. So our sentence is Sarah does not drink coffee. Sarah does not drink coffee. Or we can say Sarah doesn't drink coffee. Let's have another example. The boys play football. The boys play football. How can we negate the sentence? We are going to begin with the subject. Then do or does. Here we need do. And we add not. Then the base verb, so play. After that, the rest of the sentence. So our sentence is the boys do not play table tennis. The boys do not play table tennis. Another one. I read a book. I read a book, not watch TV. So how can we negate? Let's make it together. I is the subject and do or does. Here we need do. I do, we add not. I do not. Watch is the base verb and the rest of the sentence. So, I don't watch TV. I do not watch TV. Now, dear students, from these examples, we can conclude the negative form. Look, subject, do or does, not, and base verb or infinitive. The negative form once again, subject, do or does, not, and base verb. Now, let's see the difference between do and does. Look, does comes with he, she, and it, while do comes with we, you, they, and I. Once again, does, he, she, and it, do, we, they, I, and you. Now, dear students, it's time to practice. Our first activity is make sentences using the present simple tense. Once again, make sentences using the present simple tense. Let's have our first sentence. Ahmed play football every Friday. How can we form a sentence using the present simple tense? Yes, I'm going to make this one with you. Look, Ahmed plays football every Friday. Ahmed plays football every Friday. Let's have another sentence. Now, I want you to read it alone and try to do it and give me your answer. Yes, Muna always pick up the flowers. How can you form a sentence using the present simple tense? Very good, you are. The sentence is Muna always picks up the flower. Muna always picks up the flowers. Let's have another one. Amira often writes homework before dinner. So, what is your answer? Form a sentence using the present simple tense. Yes, very good, you are. So, Amira often writes homework before dinner. The answer again, Amira often writes homework before dinner. Let's have another one. Rania and Samir sometimes watch TV. I want you to form a sentence using the present simple tense. Very good, you are. So, the sentence is Rania and Samer sometimes watch TV. Rania and Samer sometimes watch TV. Now, dear students, it's time for a short break. Stay with us. We will be back. Welcome back. Dear students, we are talking about the present simple tense, which is used to talk about facts and habits. So, let's together complete the sentences with the correct form of the verb. Look. Abbas go to school by bus. I want you to put the verb in the present simple tense. So, what is your answer? Great. Abbas goes to school by bus. Goes. Let's have another one. The sun rises in the east. So, what would you do? Correct the verb. Put it in the present simple tense. Very good, you are. The answer is rises. So, the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. Let's have another one. Hadi do his homework before dinner. Yes. What is the correct form of the verb here? Very good, you are. Does. So, Hadi does his homework before dinner. Let's have another one. Majida play tennis 3 times a week. Play. What is the correct form? Well done. Plays. Plays. So, Majida plays tennis 3 times a week. Look. Dolphins sleep with their eyes wide open. So, this is a fact. We need to use the present simple tense. What is the correct form of the verb? Well done. Sleep. So, dolphins sleep with their eyes wide open. Another one. Lubna study math on Monday. Study. Yes, put this verb in the present simple tense. What is your answer? Very good, you are. Lubna studies math on Monday. Lubna studies math on Monday. Now, dear students, let's have another activity, which is making question. Look. I live in Syria. I live in Syria. Can you form a question for this sentence, which is I live in Syria? Very good, you are. The question is, where do you live? Where do you live? Or we can ask another question saying, do you live in Syria? Let's have another one. Rania usually makes cakes. Rania usually makes cakes. Yes, what is your question? Look at the sentence carefully and form a question. This is the present simple tense. Very good, you are. So, what does Rania make? What does Rania make? Let's have another sentence. Ahmed works in an office. Ahmed works in an office. Form a question. Read the sentence carefully and form a question. What is your question? Well done. So, where does Ahmed work? Where does Ahmed work? Let's have another one. The kids eat ice cream. The kids eat ice cream. What is your question? Form a question using the present simple tense. Great. Look. What do the kids eat? What do the kids eat? Or we can ask, do the kids eat ice cream? Now, let's have another activity. Look at the table and write sentences. Let's together study the table carefully. Here we have some questions for Salwa and Ibrahim. Like computer games, live in a city like music. Look here, look carefully. Salwa likes computer games, but Ibrahim doesn't like computer games. Here, live in a city. Salwa doesn't live in a city, but Ibrahim lives in a city. Like music, Salwa likes music, and also Ibrahim likes music. Let's continue. Look here. Salwa wears trainers, while Ibrahim doesn't wear trainers. Look here. Salwa doesn't eat pizza, while Ibrahim eats pizza. And Salwa doesn't play chess while Ibrahim plays chess. With the help of the table, let's form some sentences. Let's have our first sentence. Look, Salwa likes computer games. I want you to remember, look at the table and form a sentence. Look here carefully. So, the sentence again. What is your answer? Very good, you are. Salwa likes computer games. Salwa likes computer games. Let's have another sentence. Look, Ibrahim likes computer games. Let me remind you. Look at the table and form your sentence. What is your answer? Very good, you are. Ibrahim doesn't like computer games. Ibrahim doesn't like computer games. Yes, another sentence. Look, Ibrahim likes music. Let's go back to the table to remember. Look carefully. Yes, now I want you to answer. Ibrahim likes music. Form a sentence. Very good, you are. So the answer is Ibrahim likes music. Ibrahim likes music. Let's have another sentence. Salwa wear trainers. Look at the table to remember. Then form a sentence. Yes, what is your sentence here? Very good, you are. Salwa wears trainers. Another one. Ibrahim wear trainers. Yes, let's go back to the table to remember together. Look carefully. Very good, you are. So now, give me your sentence. What is your sentence here? Well done. Very good, you are. Ibrahim doesn't wear trainers. Let's have another one. Salwa eat pizza. Yes, let me remind you. Look at the table. Carefully. Very good, you are. So, let's form a sentence together. So the answer is Salwa doesn't eat pizza. Salwa doesn't eat pizza. Another one. Ibrahim played chess. Look at the table carefully. Yes, play chess and Ibrahim. And form a sentence. What is your sentence now? Very good, you are. The answer is Ibrahim plays chess. Now, dear students, we come to the end of our lesson. But before I leave you, I want to give you a homework assignment. Look. Talk about a day in your life using the present simple tense. Once again, talk about a day in your life using the present simple tense. Now, dear students, thank you for watching and goodbye.